It's Hofer broke, baby. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't even. Well, hello. No, Dylan, no. So, I don't even know what episode we're on. Well, hello. Welcome back to Hofer Broke. Dylan just was turning and just about punched something else. We get turned up. We're experimenting with film locations right now, and we're currently in a place where there's a ball off to the side on bouncy stringy ropes that Dylan just swung at like it owed him money and called his mom a certain name. And then off to the left, we have a big old Everlast choice of champions. Yeah, did you hear that? Yeah. Dylan's practicing. Next time he's going to wear a tank top when he's doing it, like one of those white tank tops. Yeah, we're going to just put a... Dylan loves his wife, man. What I've noticed, Dylan, what we've done these past couple of episodes, it's always been like a chaotic start to them, which that keeps people on our toes. Because if we start the episode when I'm laughing, it's like, what is happening? That's my dog outside. You could tell she's a woman because she's too loud. That's how you could tell. Yeah, she's talking. Yeah, she's talking out of place. Yeah, it's crazy because we built her a whole kitchen and everything, but she didn't hang out in it. It's wild stuff. Dylan's just looking for things to punch right now. Dylan, it's okay. The amount of testosterone that Dylan has in this room is wild. We do have a mini fridge.
And when you get sponsored, we can put it in a fridge.
Yeah, I was actually checking our emails, and I thought we got a sponsor. Because the email was for some college, but it said sponsored. And so I would have been like just not knowing what we're talking about, I would have been like, okay, well, now to this sponsor, blah, 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 blah. Man, well, I think it feels good being in here. Now it's a little warmer, because when we tested this earlier this morning, it was not hot.
I love how your mic is slow.
Yeah, my mic is sinking. It's okay. It's all right. Dr. Dylan's in the house.
There we go. It needs to be more direct.
Yeah.
Broken mic.
Oh, do you see how it's bending more right now? So,
It'll last.
yeah, so we don't have everything that we usually have, and so you can't really see it, but there's duct tape on our microphone right now.
It's like falling.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold it at one point, I think. But welcome back to Hofer Broke. We just have fun, man, and so I hope you have fun with us. No homo, by the way, and it's just having a good time. So, how you been?
We're gonna try a new segment today.
Yes, we're gonna try something very new, and it's gonna be towards the end of it. If you want to see my reaction, just because no secret to nobody, I'm just retarded, and so, but you
I just did a pull-up.
Dylan just did a pull-up. That was he's doing another one. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, Dylan just did threes. Yeah, we did. We're gonna start. We need to make another Dylan cam because he just did 3 pull-ups while teabagging a punching bag. He turned that punching bag into a tea bag, is what he did. Oh man, yeah. So, how you doing? How you doing? Man, I'm excited. Now, we're doing something new, but I wouldn't talk about something else that is new because we were in a different place recording. Now we're in a different place recording, or in a new place recording. You know who else just did that recently? WWE just did that with Raw. They did that with Raw, their main flagship show, and they moved it to Netflix, which I am happy about. Yeah, they moved that show to Netflix, and
Cool.
yeah, it's I like it because no one has cable anymore. No one has cable, and if they did have cable, it was to watch WWE or something like that. But you don't need it anymore. It's done. What other TV shows are coming out that people like that's not on streaming? Like, what do you need cable for? Although, like when I was a kid, you would go over to Nana's house or Granny's house, whatever. They had the cable, and you knew what channel everything was on. I wonder what the channels were for everybody else. Because for me, I remember this so much just because we had to change the channels all the time. Nickelodeon was on channel 35. Disney Channel was on channel 38, and Cartoon Network was on channel 52. Yeah, it's true. It's a true story.
Watch PBS.
No, because I ain't gay, cuz.
Cause
The amount of energy all in one space is wild, man. And I know I didn't watch much PBS. I think if I, like,
this literally looks like it was just built.
just for this, like, because we have, like, a little sidewall over here. We are quick. Let me tell you, we're part of the Trump administration with how quick we got this wall.
Yo, speaking of Trump.
Yeah, Dylan.
So you saw everything about him wanting to buy Greenland, right?
Yeah.
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 So my question the other day was, are we sure he knows Greenland is fully ice?
Yeah, like, I'm sure someone was like, Trump's been around. I'm sure he was like, yeah, I know that it's full of ice. It's the biggest ice place I've ever seen. The biggest piece of ice I've ever seen in my life.
Literally a land
It's
of ice.
Yeah, the Titanic is just right off to the side. It's so crazy that it's there. Yeah, it's just a monument. Yeah, the I don't know. I just had a Hofer stroke. And yeah, like, was he talking about like making that like the 51st state or something like that? Because there's been lots of talks about that too, of like what should be the 51st state, or what else we would make states. And I was thinking, like, what could we make as like the 51st state or something like that? If I had to throw out a couple guesses, that would help us. That would benefit America and also benefit the other places. Like, I mean, like, Wakanda wouldn't be bad. Yeah. Yeah, like Wakanda, like all the
Well,
technology.
kinda.
Yeah, Wakanda?
If Greenland becomes the 51st state, if you reach 1,000 subscribers, can we record a podcast in Greenland?
1,000 and to travel to Greenland?
A million. But they have to pay for it.
Okay, yeah, if everyone just pitches in $1, like if we have 1 million subs and everyone just pitches in $1, we'd be fine, We would be fine.
Get 10 subscribers.
If we get one more subscriber today, we're filming the next one in Greenland. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, because I would love to honestly like be out in the middle of nowhere just recording, and like if we can get like a polar bear cam or something like that with all these polar bears, and I can like arm wrestle one during the podcast.
Neck wrestle.
Yeah, neck wrestle.
Why am I not one?
I don't know if I would like. Would I be able to neck wrestle? Like if that was a division in WWE, I think I would take over, honestly. Like, they would build the division around me, I think, because there's not very many people with long necks in there. But there was one dude that had, like, no chin. His name was James Ellsworth, and he was just there for a little bit. He wasn't even, like, a real talent. But he was... When I mean talent, I mean someone who's on the roster, and their talent's being used every week. That's what they're called. Okay. Now, you tell me what he's... Well, I think I already said no chin, but tell me that man's not missing... Tell me he's not missing that.
Oh, what?
What are you doing back there? Like, I don't know if any... getting the full view of this man. And I love that you chose to do that rather than doing it in post. That just, hey guys, look at James
I
Ellsworth.
put a screen over it.
I mean, yeah, so
Perfect PNG.
yeah, you guys will see James Ellsworth, and it's so funny. Like, they should build a division full of just weird looking people. Okay, I think I should be at the top of it. Okay, James Ellsworth always challenging for the belt. Then there's other guys, like they made a fake Goldberg, and the guy's name was like Gil, something Gil, and his name was Gilberg. Really funny. And we need to get him. Who else? Like, do you think the Liver King looks weird? I just think that he's like just a lot of man, you know?
Yeah, I think he's too much man.
Too much man.
You know, like the abs that you see over like a big belly.
Mm-hmm.
That scares me.
Yeah, it is scary because it's like they were like glued on there. Yeah. Like when you see when you get stomach abs, because you have abs and you got stomach abs, and then basically like the stomach abs basically looks like there's treads on it just a long time ago. Yeah, old treads. When I talk about WWE not like long ago, I think I was taco. Let's talk about it, girl. Let's talk about it. Anyway, Greenland, we will record. This has all just been a whole trail, and we've been snorting it the whole time. Is what we've been doing. Could you imagine? Okay, I will never do drugs ever again. I have done but it was like very light in the past. But I will never do drugs again. But this is me sober. Let that in. That sober October.
Yep.
You know,
Brother.
that's like a Joe Rogan thing, but I don't think I've seen it though. I think that's like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a series that he does on his podcast, and Bert Kreischer like ruined it or something.
Really?
Something like that.
Always a bird.
There's always a Bert, and seeing what the comedy scene says about Bert Kreischer is kind of funny. But he's also helped tons of people too. Tons of people. He's helped tons of people. And man, I wonder what it would be like to be in that circle. I think they're called the Brogans. Yeah, like the Brogans. They're all friends with Joe Rogan. And I think that'd be fun. Dylan, do you want to be on Joe Rogan? No, you wouldn't be a Joe Rogan guy? You wouldn't want to be on the show? Because...
I'm not interested.
No, you are. You just did 3 pull-ups.
On a punching bag.
On a punching bag. You showed him who's boss, okay? You punched this tiny little ball right over here, and you're a talented man. Oh, and going to questions, I feel like this would be a good question to be asking everybody. First off, would you be on the Joe Rogan podcast? I think everyone would say yes, except for Dylan. But he did 3 pull-ups, so he's like, cool. But I watched the where it was like 1 person versus 25 people at Jubilee type thing.
The Charlie Kirk one?
I watched that one. Yeah, Ben Shapiro. But they just did one with a woman who's like against abortion, and she was surrounded by a bunch of people who are like for abortion and all that stuff. And it was crazy because then I was thinking to myself, like, if I were in that situation, what would be the group that I'm surrounded by? Like, what would I be there? Would I be there to debate, or would I be there just to like be around a bunch of unserious people, or be around a bunch of serious people and just try to like, dude, loosen up, get wiggly, get groovy, baby. I really want Austin Powers, man. We do, and then. Yes, we need like we need a fake Austin Powers. We could get that fake cardboard cutout like how my cousins had yeah. The Nile is a river in Egypt. I've seen that one so many times. But we just need to get one of Austin Powers, but the pose needs to change every episode. So that just means new cardboard cutout every episode. It's just a new one every time. Because if we keep the space that we're in, we'll be able to change up the background, kind of looking how we like.
We'll get a better chair and a better mic stand.
Yeah, the mic stand is just rest in peace. This mic stand, I can already see Dylan in like editing. Like this part is gonna be like, it's gonna sound good, but as the mic goes lower, he's gonna have to like adjust the volume further and further into it. Man, we're just having a good old wild time, and. If I wanted to have a better time, like going back to WWE, because I think everyone was having a good time when Hulk Hogan showed up, because here is what I think is so funny. Hulk Hogan's music played, and everyone's like, "Yeah, it's Hulk Hogan, woo!" Like it at least sounded good when his music was playing. But then people just started booing the crap out of him, and it was so funny just watching that happen. And his whole promo, like he eventually kind of changes, and he goes, "I've had much tag team partners in my day, but you Hulkamaniacs are like the best tag team partner I've ever had." And they're just booing him even harder. And he's trying to get them to cheer by saying other names. He's like, "I've had partners like Macho Man Randy Savage, Andre the Giant, stuff like that." And everyone just keeps booing him. And the whole point, it was funny because he was there to promote beer. He was there to promote his alcohol, and he was there to give them alcohol, and they in return were giving him booze. Like, I don't know if I've heard anyone make that joke yet. I mean, come on now. Alcohol, booze. Come on, brother. What's up, brother? Oh, I don't know if anyone noticed this. I'm just going to go ahead and just say it now. Dylan reminded me of Sketch. Sketch, we want to get you on here, man. Can you imagine what would that interaction be like with me and Sketch, man? It would be very autistic, I think. It would it would be interesting for sure. Like I think having Sketch, now that we're like having this like little discussion, who do we want on the podcast? Like eventually down the road, like we're just dream drafting right now. We're just dream drafting. I have like a couple ones. Like I think Sketch would be great. I think ultimately at the end of the day, I want Theo Vaughn on here for sure. Just talk to him, even if he's not on here. Going on to his show, I think that would just be fun. Who else? I think Tony Hinchcliffe would be an interesting talk. I want to get Casey Rocket for sure. Dylan, have you seen who Casey Rocket is? Yeah. He was like a local legend in Texas, and then yeah, they made him like a regular for a little bit, and yeah, he was my favorite comedian on there. Yeah, there's a bunch of good guys. Who else would? I'm trying to think of like people that we wouldn't even think about, because I think there's Jordan Peterson would be amazing. Yeah, is that how you pronounce their last name? Knechtel? Every time I see their last name, I think of Natalie. Knechtley. I think having George Janko would be cool too. I, Having George Janko. So there is one that I've always wanted to talk to. Specifically, there's one that I've wanted to talk to. There's a Mormon guy by the name of Kwaku El, I think. He freaking sounds like he's from Krypton. Because the people in Superman's family, like their Krypton names or Kryptonian names are like Jor El, Kal El.
Take this L.
Yeah, take the L, LMNOP type stuff, Yeah, and so that just sounds like Kryptonian names. But yeah, I would love to just have a conversation with Kwaku El. Pretty cool name, by the way. What, did your mom give it to you? Yeah, you got a mom? What a baby, dude. This is gonna be like that random clip that is just somehow sent to them, and they're like, "What is happening?" Yes. So okay. So every once in a while, during this right now, Dylan's gonna be sending me some wacky clips that we're gonna be watching, and Dylan's already like having a stroke over there. So it's gonna be funny, but because I've got so many Does anybody ever go into their saves? Oh no. Does anyone ever go into their saves and you just forget what you saved, and you catch yourself going through it for a while, just laughing just at yourself for saving those things? It's like your sense of humor all in one place. Oh, Dylan sent the reel. Okay. Oh no.
And don't start until it's up by the mic.
Okay. All right, we're gonna see. Ew, lips of an angel. Okay. 3, 2, 1. What the heck? No, 3, 2, 1.
Honey, why you calling me so late? It's kind of hard to talk right now. Honey, why you poison? Gonna whisper that I can't be too loud.
No.
Well, my girl's in the
No, don't push your arms out like that.
I wish it was you.
The worst part is that he's got in-ears in right now. Yeah. Right.
That's pretty much all on that video. You want to turn that madness
that
off? Also amazing.
that video was like, dude, you're funny. You should like go. You do something with that. You're funny, dude. Really? You think so? You think I? Yeah. It's like that friend that just juices you up when you're just terrible type thing. Okay, let's see. That's how this podcast came about anyway. So you're welcome, guys. Okay. Second one. 3, 2, 1. What? Ew! Are his eyes? Yeah, this is like the early animation for Shrek. Ew! Oh my gosh! I'm just now realizing that this was Ed Sheeran, by the Ew! Like, I don't want to be this close to him. Oh, that was like when you try to like lip sync with your hand type thing. Yeah, because did he know what song he was listening to?
I don't think so. I think he doesn't speak English, and he was trying to sing English.
Like, and the funny thing is, that's not the first time Dylan has sent me stuff like that, where these people just don't know what they're singing, or they do know what they're singing, they're just not good at it. Like, that would be me if I was doing so. Like, I almost want to do that. Like, I want to take like an Indian song with all the Indian lyrics and whatever, and just start singing it, but like terribly. And they'll probably be like, "Oh, I think that was the beautiful thing that I ever heard." Yeah, como se dice? That was the most beautiful thing, you say? Yeah, we. Is that say a bad word in Spanish?
I don't know. I guess the comments was no.
Yeah, like the one person that'll be like, "Hey, what's up?" You're like, we need to post this on TikTok, okay? And the reason why we need to post that particular part on TikTok is because we always have someone who's always so reliable, very consistent in our comment section. Parker Buchanan, thank you very much for everything that you do. We may not respond every time, but we appreciate it. The consistency. Now, Parker, okay, learn Spanish, okay? If you don't already, Parker Buchanan or Bachananan or whatever, banana. Just learn Spanish. Tell us if essay is like a good, if it's a cuss word or not. And my dog's outside barking right now. She's cussing up a storm. Like, I feel like
Barking up the wrong tree.
she's, the funny thing is we only have one tree back there, and it's like, she's barking up the wrong one. And it's funny, like, you guys won't be able to hear it. We're not hearing it right now, but I think I talked about this before. Like, there's a dog in my neighborhood that just, when he poops outside, he just cries because he's got, like, I don't know, something in his butt. I don't know what he's got, but they took him to, like, the vet and stuff. So he'll come out, it almost sounds like a grown man that's out here just yelling and wailing and all that stuff. That's not too far off. That's not too far off. And he'll go, "Oh, wow, that one came from the soul. Wow, I was him. I was him." that came deep, man. Like that was from down there. I really believed in myself for that one. But yeah, like when that first started happening, all the other dogs would come out and just start barking at him, like, "Dude, shut up! You're just pooping. It's not a big deal." Well, they have never they've never. I was gonna say something, but then I was like, but we all do that. I was gonna be like, well, they've never sat inside and wiped with toilet paper. But that wouldn't have made no sense. Just like what I said, no sense. That would have made no sense. I know. I'm freaking Oklahomian. I'm an Oklahomie. I'm a what, man? I'm a yeah. Whoa, man. That's who I would be surrounded by. If I was doing like the 1 versus 25, not women. I don't think enough women wouldn't be around me like that, man. I think I would just want to be surrounded by just college student woke kids. So I could tell them, dude, this is stupid, man. Because I was actually complaining to my mom the other night about my job being a little woke. And I was like, well, what if I did this? And then if I did that, then they would be breaking their own rules. And I love applying woke logic to woke logic and then just see it just not work. So I can share. On that broke logic, cuz. Oh crap! I can't like just do it like that. Just West Side, cuz. Ew. Yeah, ew. Ooh. Dude, all these magic tricks. Yeah, that would really surprise like someone who's autistic. Let me tell you, because I hate it when everyone says that they're autistic. Not everyone can be autistic. Yeah, I used to work with someone who said that he was autistic. He definitely wasn't. I don't even know like the whole spectrum thing. Out of everything that they picked, why is autism the one that's got the spectrum? But anyway, I was at work and one of the bigger wigs came, and I really wanted my buddy Gage to say something, just so I could test my limits. Because Gage and I, we're throwing insults at each other all the time, but that's because we've been best friends for a long time. But I really wanted to test the limits, you know. And also we have a trans person that comes in, and we've actually had a few trans people come in. I don't have anything against trans people. It's just if you tell me what your pronouns are and it doesn't line up with what you physically are, then I'm just not playing along with it, you know. I'll probably use like your name because people have nicknames, but even then that's like, I don't know. But we have a few trans people come in, and I was thinking, what if someone came in and complained on me for not using their pronouns? And I was thinking, like, what if the bigwigs got a hold of this, somehow it got a hold of, and they're like, Isaac, listen, we got to let you go because of this situation, because you refuse to use this person's pronouns, and they're freaking out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking, you know, if you would fire me, like, are you firing me for like discrimination, whatever? This is all just hypothetical. This is something that has not happened. But I was thinking, like, would you fire me just because, you know, because this is discriminatory? And the answer is like, yes, it would be discriminatory. And then I'd be like, well, aren't you discriminating against me for not willing to do that? So if they were like follow their own rules, they'd be breaking their own rules, whatever. But that's the case with a lot of places, you know. And it's just crazy. And I think that would be the people I'd be surrounded by. Just a bunch of woke kids and, you know, just saying stuff like that. It won't change their minds. It will not change their minds. But at least if I can complain to a bunch of woke people, I think. Or if they like were able to put like a bunch of giraffes in the same room. Yeah, giraffes. Giraffe Sig Park. Giraffes.
Look at this giraffe.
I hate that. where they just take out the photo and it's just graph. Nickelback they're handsome, man.
Look at this giraffe.
Yeah, like I would be having a family reunion. Like if I was with a bunch of giraffes and like giant praying mantises and stuff like that, or just a meerkat that's just big. What other animal would Dylan, have you ever been compared to like an animal before? Like, that's right. That's right. You proved that us to hear today. That you got tonight. Yeah, like for the bright sun outside, you can tell that the sun's going down. It's not going down. Already? Just being retarded? Yeah, it did.
Diggy diggy diddy.
You can't say. It's like Voldemort. You can't say that name. Don't say his name. Could you imagine if Diddy was the bad guy in Harry Potter?
No, Ron!
No,
You
Ron!
can't! There must be another way!
Is that what he's like on the giant chess piece?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, wow. Just saying Voldemort and Diddy, it's just crazy because you know when Voldemort is like on the back of that dude's head.
Yeah.
What if that was?
Diddy is on the back.
Yeah, Diddy's Diddy's on the back of that dude's head. He's like, yeah, you don't even know, Slippy Side, you know, like the Chamber of Secrets. You know how it's like all water and stuff like that, and just lubricant just coming out the side and stuff like that. Yeah, and Harry Potter would have like died because he'd just be slipping all over the place. Is that not what it was? I feel like
Voldemort?
no. Just saying, you know, if
In the context of Diddy.
yeah, in the context of Diddy, like, cause that place was full of water. But if Diddy was the bad guy, full of lubricant, you know, and he's just slipping and sliding all over the place, and the giant snake is also having issues. He's never been in a place like this before. We're all scared. Like, at the end of the day, they'll like that would be like a terrible fate, drowning in lube. Wow. Yeah, you.
I want to see if you can get a bullseye.
I can freaking like this.
I want to say that for the end though. So
This board was empty, by the way, but I did all of these. Yeah, don't let me lie to you. It was like that when we put it up there. I'm sorry. That reminded me, Dylan, of the classic film, the live action Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers. It's on Netflix, by the way, if you guys want to watch it. That I used to watch that on VHS tape back in the day at my Nana's house. I watched it so much that we wore out like the good old days. Like we used to, like I wore out that tape, man. Like we weren't able to watch it anymore because of how much we did watch it. And good movie. And there's a bunch of like adult jokes in there. And I was watching it with my mom. I was like, okay, let's start taking a tally. Let's start checking these out. Because randomly they're jumping over fences and he just grabs a hoe and goes, dirty hoe, and throws it. I'm sorry, baby. I love you. Yeah, and starts like French kissing it. They're like, come on, cat. And also one that I forgot is when he's describing his car because he got a new car and he's like, this is the super la la blah blah whatever. It's spelled slow. And he's like, well, it's better than the last one, the super hydraulic instantaneous transporter.
wow.
And one of the kids is like, oh, you mean no. That's so funny. And then I think one quote that I quote all the time from that movie is, let's take a look under the hood. Like when well, you can't jump on the couch like this.
Belly's out?
That's when his butt's out.
Or his butt's out?
Yeah, all those cheeks hanging out. Yeah, all the cheeks. All 5 of his cheeks just hanging out all at the same time. Yeah, because he's like, well, you guys can't jump on the couch like this. For some reason, it needed maintenance. And there was an elephant inside of it, too. And then the elephant started whining like a dog. Again, back to the drug thing. If I was on drugs, that movie would be so different. That movie was basically made. Yeah, everyone was on drugs, and given the colors for that too, just crazy, just crazy. I think I'd want to be surrounded by a bunch of Mike Myers characters. Yeah, that'd be my 1 versus 25 thing. Like I think that'd be fun. It's crazy that Jubilee's doing something like that, doing like the 1 versus 25. It was like 1 versus 20, then 1 versus 25. It's wild. And what's today's date as of recording right now? Trump he'll be elected in 5 days or inaugurated in 5 days. I'm actually excited for it. I'm ready to see things go down. I'm ready to see gas prices go down. I'm ready to see food prices go down. I'm ready to see Diddy go down. I'm ready to see a tree go down so we can all yell timber and we better move and then we better dance. I was too young to have that song memorized because I really loved Pitbull at the time and those lyrics were not good. That's just to bother by people that have the same issue that I do. Yeah, misophonia. Isn't that like a? Oh no, I was thinking like a country. I'm thinking of Mesopotamia. Is that where? Is that where misophonia comes from? They have lots of misophonia. Apparently, I think I said this before, but Matt Pat suggested that the Grinch has misophonia. Yeah, and which is crazy because yeah, he does. But his misophonia is for like all the loud noises that come from like all the toys and stuff. But it's like a certain thing, and so maybe am I the Grinch? I what I my pronouns are go away. Shut up. That'd be Smosh's pronouns would be shut up because that used to be the beginning. That was their it's over broke baby. That was their over broke baby. Or actually, I can't even say that. Over broke baby is ours. Shut up. Classic. I think I'd want people from Smosh on here too. Like Shane. He's a big dude. Like he is built like if someone was holding a TV at all times. Cuz like this. Oh yeah. Like how some people like, yeah. Just, it'd be awful. You said we're already pretty far in? About that time? About, hey. You, yeah. Okay. All right. I got it. Hey, I got a new follower as we was talking. Okay. I got this. So am I staying sitting down or am I going to be walking up?
Come over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are about to see the sickest shot you've ever seen in your freaking life. Bullseye, baby!
Bro. How did that even get there?
Have the stick!
Bro.
I got another one. I got another one
What
in
in
me.
the world?
That's fine. I got it. Okay. I got it.
That was the worst shot.
I got it. We don't have enough space in here. Okay. All right.
It doesn't take much space.
All right. I got this one. Believe in me, Kanye. Okay.
You're like 5 feet from it.
Bullseye, baby! That was better. That was better.
Here, let me try one.
Okay, Dylan. This is for you. Okay. This is Dylan's shot, by the way. I'm moving out. My first shot was better. Let me get one more. Okay. Oh, hey, we actually have enough for us to get equal amount of shots here. What the heck?
What can I say?
Dylan drinks on
Except you're welcome.
Dylan drinks on the weekends. That's how he was able to freaking do that. Okay, let's see.
You go and then I'll go.
All right. But you haven't been saying like really cool things when you do it. Okay. This one's for my mom. Oh. Okay.
Cut you again.
Thanks for joining Hofer Broke, baby. Yeah. This Hofer Broke, baby.